time. You know, the Carbon is down there clicking at the right time right now for these championships, and they can manage to do that and play hot for the rest of this tournament. It'll be crazy.
No, you never know. I mean, this one's not over. I'm not willing to give this one to the Carbon yet, even though they're up 7. But it's still early. And again, Final Boss, they can come back on you. They've done it. That's what they're about. Oh, now, that's not going to help, though.
I got to call them out, though. Final Boss.
They're playing soft right now.
And Naded, he's getting fired up. No, but Final Boss, their biggest flaw is they get down on themselves and they stop communicating. The last 2 events that we've seen them lose and get knocked out of the tournament, they stop the communication. And I'm looking down on the floor right now, and no one from Final Boss is really talking. The only one doing it right now is JT Bravo.
But how do you avoid that? How do you avoid that, get into that situation where you're feeling defeated and you stop communicating when you need to do it more?
Every team needs a cheerleader, baby. I don't care what sport you play. When I played baseball, we always had a kid on our team who maybe wasn't the best player on the team, but he would just cheer. He'd be like, "Come on, baby, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get hit next time." You know, and it's you need that. And you know what? Walshy was that guy for Final Boss. Now, right now, Strong Side's more of a, you know, he's not really a vocal leader. The Ogres are leaders, but leaders in their gameplay. And Neighbor's not really a leader either. I mean, he's one of the best players we've ever seen, but he's not known as being really a vocal leader necessarily. But you know what? I've been looking at Ogre too all season long and waiting for him to kind of jump in and be that vocal leader for them. But you know what? It's just not something we've ever seen from him in the past.
Guys on their training,
Well, since Final Boss lost Walshy, he was the original cheerleader for Final Boss. You know, that I've seen Strong Side. He's kind of been the guy who's tried to step up, especially in that last event in Dallas. Strong Side was the vocal leader. It was not Ogre 1, it was not Ogre 2, and it definitely was not Neighbor. It is Strong Side. And if you're going to look for anyone from this team to get the rest of the squad pumped up, it is going to be coming from a big play from this guy we're watching right now.
And he just picked up Rockets, so that good cue, nice timing. I like that. Little. Somehow misses that rocket shot. Again, that's 4 rocket shots, 1 kill.
Didn't matter though. It pushed all Carbon back. Now they're gonna be able to execute on their push. They got a big double kill.
It did, but they're down 28-40.
Got the sniper rifle. And you know what? I'm feeling this one right now, Sundance. I think Carbon may let this one slip unless they can shut down Neighbor, who's got that sniper on top of their tower right now. Final Boss is set up to spawn kill. And their Strong Side is heating it up with the battle rifle. You know, it may be a bit too late, but you gotta feel good if you're Final Boss member.
This is definitely a good sign for them because they didn't just roll over. I'm not saying it's over yet, but you need 17 kills if you're Final Boss and 7 if you're Carbon. You don't have to be a math genius to know one team's close, the other one has some work to do. But again, I'm looking for somebody to be the leader, to yell at his teammates. I'm not seeing it.
Now tell me this, Sundance. Now is this something that you have to be born with, or is something that they can learn?
You know, I don't know. Personally, I was never a vocal leader on any of the teams I was on. I always tried to leave my gameplay. I was good at baseball.
Trash talk.
Exactly. I'll be honest. I talk a lot of shit. All right. And then if I wasn't the best, I became the best that way. That was how you know, more often than not, that was how I got my thing across. I think the Ogres they're legendary players, and for very good reason. They're amazing players. They're vocal. When they're winning, they'll talk trash. When they're losing, they don't talk, because you know they don't like to lose at anything.
Right.
They're very competitive.
Very competitive.
Neighbor is a bit of he's quiet. He's a mystery. He's not really going to put it out there. This game's about to end, and I'm talking about I think you got to be born with it, or you have to decide that you're going to become that because it's what you need to do to be the best. You can get by with a limited amount of talent if you do that. I'm not pointing any fingers at anyone in our league, but I've seen it in all sports. You may not be the best player, but if you're that leader, that vocal person,
and there's the end of the game. Carbon takes this one, baby.
2-0. I feel like it's 2006. Whoa.
2006. I like that. That's like my final Carbon boss.
There you go, final Carbon boss.
Not gonna lie, we're all sloppy up here in the commentary booth, guys. We're making some flubs, but down on the stage, we are seeing some awesome gameplay out of Carbon. Check out Shockwave, 2 games in a row, absolutely huge. +9. Naded making some big moves. He was a push that game, but he shut down Final Boss in a couple key situations there. And of course, Ghostayame struggling, but putting up some big assists. You got to be impressed by the way Carbon is playing in this national championship event.
Shockwave thinks it's 2006. Obviously, nobody told him it's 2008. He's playing. We haven't seen this out of them in a while. I mean, you know, but the other thing is that they've been working for this. They've been preparing for this. They're ready for this event. I think Final Boss right now is just a little bit caught off guard, maybe. They're not out of it, obviously. Those guys are incredibly skilled, and they can come back in a hurry on you. But right now, they got to come up with something big.
All right. And when we come back, we're going to see a big Game 3 between these two teams, Carbon and Final Boss. And we've also got a special guest in the booth with us, Tsquared, when we return.